Say, man, for those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. We gonna get to the other stuff in a minute. But before we do anything else, hey. See, what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So just vibe. At some point in this trip, somewhere out in the cosmos, you're gonna come to a point where you realize that you're ready to open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind. One time. Say, man, I just gotta say that if any of you are experiencing any times of darkness, man, and you need somebody to talk to, I'm right here. And that ain't no cap. And I ain't just talking about your chart. If you hurt, I'll be your huckleberry. Give some of that pain to me. Yeah. I'll be your beacon out the darkness. That's what I'm here for. If I didn't give a damn, I wouldn't be sitting in front of this camera right now. Ain't nothing I can't bear. It is I who can do all things. So can you. But if you can't see that right now, close your eyes and I'll carry us to the end. That's what I'm here for. A ray of light to get the fuck up out the darkness. Oh, a beacon, a ray of light to get the fuck up out the darkness. Oh, what it was, y'all. Y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Yourself, and y'all should know who it is. If not, I ain't gonna tell you this time. But just understand, I'm here for you. And this ain't nothing but some cosmic insight, man. I hope everybody mellowed out. I hope everybody vibing, but I meant what I just said, okay? And moving on from that, man, caring is a big deal here, okay? Because this right here, this is a little something about those people that have Venus in the 6th house of their natal chart. Yeah. And before we actually go there, you know what I'm going to do first? If you don't know my styles, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Venus in astrology. I'm going to give y'all a quick breakdown about the energy that comes along with it and how it might affect you. Then after that, I'm going to give y'all a quick breakdown of what the 6th house of the astrological chart is actually all about. Then after that, we're going to bring it to a culmination. Okay? So without doing any more, wasting any more anybody's time, that sounded crazy. Pardon me. Let's get it cracking. So, Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's never more than 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically, and it rules over the signs of Taurus and Libra, as well as the 2nd and the 7th house of the zodiac chart. And, you know, for me, Venus is all about pleasure, especially pleasure shared with somebody else in particular. And that's because it really concerns itself with love, romance, harmony, money, marriages, friendships, business partnerships, and beauty. And Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness. And it's also all about, teaching us to love and appreciate the things that we have already, the things that we possess. And it's about the arts and each one of our individual sense of the aesthetic. What did you find beautiful? I think this is beautiful. And, I really feel like Venus is inextricably linked to culture, charm, grace, and refinement. And it really wants us to indulge in our senses and revel in the beauty of the universe, man. Luxuries of all kind are going to be pleasing to Venus. And it really wants us to appreciate the exquisite nature of things. And, something I always tell y'all is when you're dealing with Venus, just understand that this is a very sensual, not necessarily sexual, but a very sensual world. Okay? And, moving on from that, let me tell you that Venus can show how you love and what you love in a lot of instances. And so when we're talking about the sixth house of the zodiac chart, man, this one is ruled by Mercury and the sign of Virgo. And it's all about health and service to others and day-to-day routines and work ethic and the style that you work and work period. Understand that the 10th, that's career, but the 6th is that work. You know what I'm saying? And, the 6th also relates to discipleship and mastery alongside with the ability to overcome any obstacles and really, actually produce the fruits of our achievements. Okay. Planets in the 6th can really manifest as either blessings or challenges to our health and our well-being. And sometimes they're indicators of, what you do as your job or how things go on your job. And another way to see is the 6th can relate to any pets we have. The 6th can also, in Vedic astrology, it speaks to our enemies. So that's something always to take into consideration there, man. So, care, service, the search for perfection, consistency, rationalization, our health, pets. That's the 6th house. Okay. And so when we put Venus in the 6th house, as with all Venus placements, I'm gonna be real, this one means a lot of beautiful things, but what it really does most of all is, it fosters a health conscious mindset and a real love for work and self-improvement. And, that really manifests in most of these people having a real true fondness for routine and avid interest in health and in fitness. But, it goes way deeper than that. So let's look into it. And, these are really the type of people who thoroughly enjoy being of service for real. And a lot of them end up in a workplace where they can really help others, which can, of course, consist of, all the usuals of like, healthcare and counseling. But there's also a lot of other less stereotypical jobs where they can really help people indirectly that, they might not even know that or not, man. They can flourish in things, of all kinds of nature. This could be something of the arts. This could be something that, where you're working with sick people. There's all kinds of things here. Okay. And they could just flourish in anything where they're being of service and where they're, putting their heart on the line. And you really have to check the sign placement and to see really what's up with that. But I can't say that either way, man, they take their job pretty seriously and they place a lot of freaking value and a lot of hard work and they want to see their tangible achievements, man. They place value on seeing that and they want to see the fruits of it. And luckily, Venus will help them out with this, and because of that, I can also say that they often end up being very blessed because they are going to be hard workers. Okay. And they want their work to be beautiful. That's what this is about. When you put Venus here, man, this is somebody who sets the standard on a daily basis, man. You know what I mean? And sometimes I can say that when you set a high standard on a daily basis consistently, take it from me. Look at us. Okay. Okay. Take it from me. When you set a high standard, you don't really get enough appreciation, to be honest, man. Because people just expect excellence. And with Venus in the 6th house, a lot of the times, this is excellence personified in the workplace, because, these are usually some of the most conscientious people there are about work. So they always make some of the absolute best employees, man. And, they also emotionally tied to what they do. So they're always going to just want to do their best, kind of like what I was just saying. And, what's not to love about that? I respect. I have Venus in the 10th house, which would be, taking this up a notch. You understand? This is going to take this up a notch. I got Venus and Leo in the 10th house, for anybody who wants to know. I know you can tell. And Venus is my chart ruler, so it's right on display. And let me also say that, going along that same thing, having a pleasant work environment and having harmonious relationships with their coworkers is also going to mean everything to them. And when I see Venus sitting in the 6th house, I'm interpreting a person that's probably 9 out of 10, is very popular and loved wherever they work at. And, they don't have a lot of enemies. You know what I'm saying? And if they do have enemies, it's haters, because they handle their business. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is, man. And it also shows that they often do really well working with females right here, because this is Venus. This is, Aphrodite. And there's other interesting things that we're going to get to with that. And, I can really say that if you know how to employ even Venus in the 12th house, even, any Venus placement is beautiful, because that's what Venus is about. All your placements can be beautiful. Actually, you just got to know how to learn how to work with it. And that's what I'm trying to teach you how to do. Okay. And, there's really a lot going on. Unless there's a lot going on saying otherwise, let me tell you that these are the people that are really about something. They're really about something. And the universe usually blesses them with a lot of luck in their career because of that. And, does that mean fame and authority? I'm sorry, no. That's Venus in the 10th. But what I do see is that, what often happens in their life is that Venus looks out for them when they're applying for a job, or, and they just somehow manage to land an awesome position that, they weren't even sure that they were qualified for, or, even chances are that they might not even apply for, man. And they really usually come out on top even when things are stacked up against them. So that's something that Venus is going to help them to do, man. And, I have Jupiter in the 6th, so that helps me here. My Jupiter in the 6th house, it really supports my Venus in the 10th house, and vice versa. You understand? And you can look in your chart and see the same connections being made, along with my Mars in Capricorn in the 4th house. You understand? This is the easy I'm working at. And you don't know too many people that work as hard as me, man. I done put out 300 videos in 6 or 7 months. You know what I'm saying? It's off my spiritual beliefs. That's Jupiter in Pisces in the 6th house. And I show up consistently, man. I'm obviously the picture of health also. And then my Venus in the 10th house, here I am on display. I'm a show off. I play a lot. I do all my other things. But look how this connects in my chart. And I'm not talking about this, but I'm just saying, look how this can connect in other people's chart, man. And, I can also say that, Venus in the 6th, this is also going to be all about our health. And, with this, man, it usually gives these folks excellent health. But even beyond that, it boils down to the fact that they truly love living a healthy lifestyle. That's what Venus here says, man. And paying attention to those little specific Virgo-ish details that, kind of contribute to, what that actually is, it's enjoyable to them. It's enjoyable to them. They like working out. They like eating healthy. This is somebody that wants to be healthy, and everything is tied in together. Their spiritual health, their mental health, their physical health is all one, man. And they got to be in tune. These are people that have to be in tune in that way. And I can also say that, if Venus is afflicted, or if it's receiving a lot of the challenging aspects, it can make a person more prone to, self-indulging too much on the opposite end of that spectrum. And, Of course, that's not so healthy. That's not so healthy. And when it comes to these folks, love nature. Let's get to the interesting stuff. You know, for them, success in work and in love, you know, they kind of often go hand in hand. And, you know, when they're feeling happy and fulfilled in their job, you know, their whole being just radiates happiness, which, you know, gives them that glow that makes them irresistible sometimes. And a lot of the times with this, that means it might happen in the workplace. You know, I've also seen that a lot of these people, you know, meet their partner through their job. And even if they don't get involved in a relationship, you know, these are definitely the type that be flirting and, you know, fooling around with their coworkers a little bit, you know. And if you don't want to admit it, it's okay. But you're probably that type. And, you know, you want me to relate again? Venus in the 10th is like, man, you might get it in with the boss. Like you trying to, or you might be the boss. You know, Venus in the 6th might be y'all willy-nilly in the workplace. But, you know, I can also say that they're attracted to hard workers. That's what this means. They love somebody that works hard. They want somebody that's going to show up and be there for them consistently. That's going to be important to them in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean they're going to be, you know, really promiscuous in the workplace. Let's just put it like that. It just means that, you know, they might be very popular in their workplace. They might be a very desirable individual in their workplace. It could play out all kinds of different ways. Okay. Nothing is to be all end all. And, you know, let me say that their coworkers are really just going to be often drawn to them. And, you know, they're seen as that one at work, just that one. Like they brighten up people's day. This is somebody that really brightens up everybody's day in the workplace. And another way I've seen this from play out is, you know, they often end up having the same profession or working in the same field as their person, you know, their significant other. But, you know, no matter how it plays out, you know, they want something real. They want something real. They want something real. And if they, you know, feel that they've got that, you know, they will stop at nothing to be of every single service to their lover. You know, that's what turns them on, being of service. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, hey, I'm a spiritual being, but I'm still in the flesh. Okay? I'm still in the flesh. Shit. Anyway, you know, the sign placement is going to be important. let me say that. The sign placement is going to be important. I got Venus in Leo, obviously. Some people ain't going to be the same, man. Because, like, you know, if their Venus is in the earth sign, they're just going to move a little bit differently, man. And they're going to come across a little more reserved because they prefer to take their time and, you know, decide if a relationship is right for them and if it's going to, you know, be worth even investing anything into. And once they do decide, though, if it's in this earth sign, man, you know, they're going to be down like 4 flats, like 4 of them, and probably a 5th. If y'all don't know nothing about the 5th, y'all just probably ain't never been in the South, seating that, you know what I'm saying, 5th wheel on that Cadillac Glide. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but, you know, let's put it like this, man. Regardless of the sign, the 6th is full of Virgo energy. Full of it. So there's always going to be some of that little Virgo energy flavored in, meaning that generally speaking, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have a much more rational attitude than most when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay. And lastly, you know, with Venus here, just think about it like this, man. You know, these folks don't really have any true enemies ever. I already said that, but I mean that. Just real haters, real life haters. Don't be one of them. And Even if it don't play out like that, just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that, man. We all have all of this energy available to us in our chart. What you do with it is what you do with it. And even beyond that, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And this been some priceless knowledge of self. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, man. If y'all are interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below, or you can email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com, man. And with that being said, man, y'all keep it trill. Y'all keep it trill. Like, share, and subscribe if you fooled me on any level. If you didn't hit the dislike button, why you not hit the like button? You know I'm swagged up, man. And you know I just put you some real trill stuff down, man. If you didn't hit the like button, you a straight up hater. Hit the bell icon so you can get notified when I drop some more stuff, man. We keeping it cracking like a bag of pork skins.